Okay, well, welcome everyone. We're going to get started with our opportunity presentation. For those of you who are meeting me for the first time, my name is Charles Villasís, and it is my pleasure as always to be giving you this presentation, to be sharing this very valuable information that really is changing lives. And that's what we're about here at LoveBiome. We're about really making sure that people live their best life. In order to do that, you really need to have optimal health. That's really the most important thing. I don't think anyone, would really care about money or materialistic things, if they don't have their health. Your health is the most important thing. So we want to make sure that everybody knows how to have optimal health here. And here at LoveBiome, well, we're teaching exactly how to do that in a very simple way, because we know that the industry can make it very complicated most of the times, right? We know that there's way too many supplements on the market. A lot of people aren't sure what to buy, what they need, and it can get very confusing and very costly. I know that I was one of those people that would buy a lot of supplements. I would invest a lot of money in supplements. At one point, I was taking over 10 different supplements. Well, that all changed when I learned about LoveBiome, because here in LoveBiome, we really do believe in the power of simplicity. We know that when you change one thing, you change everything. And yes, there is that one thing that we all can do in order to look our best, feel our best, and perform at our best. What is that one thing? That one thing is taking care of our gut microbiome. We need to just make sure that our gut microbiome is healthy. And once we do that, everything else changes. The whole body changes. Every system in your body just starts to improve, right? And why does that happen? Because the gut microbiome is the center of health. This has been verified already through the scientific community. So when we talk about the gut microbiome, what exactly is the gut microbiome? Well, the gut microbiome is that whole community of microorganisms that lives inside of our intestinal tract. And we know that that community is made up of not millions, not billions, but trillions of microorganisms. So the things we find in our microbiome are microorganisms like viruses and fungi, right, and enzymes, but the majority are bacteria. We are just filled with bacteria. And I know that sometimes people associate bacteria with being something bad, but the truth is that we need bacteria in order to function. There is such a thing as good bacteria, as friendly bacteria. And we need to make sure that we are always producing that good bacteria. We need to have it in abundance in order to be truly healthy. So what is the major problem that we face nowadays? Well, humanity in general is just not producing enough of that good bacteria like our ancestors did. There is, I guess you can say, a shortage of this good bacteria in our systems. And on the contrary, we're producing too much of the bad bacteria. The bad bacteria is what makes us sick. We don't want that in our system. So why is this happening? Why are we having a imbalance in our gut microbiome? Why is there not enough good bacteria and too much of the bad bacteria? Well, the reason this is happening is because of the food we're eating. Our diet is very different than it was 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Our ancestors used to basically grow their own food, and everything used to be natural and organic. But now things are very different, right? We live in a society where everything is fast and convenient. Well, that convenience does come at a price, because this processed food that we're used to eating, and I don't blame anybody, because I'm exposed to it, everyone's exposed to it, we all eat processed food. So this food that we're eating is actually making us sick, because it is food that is high in sugar, high in salt, high in unhealthy fat. It tends to be high in calories, but low in nutrition. And every time we eat this processed food, the pizza and the cookies and the potato chips and all this stuff, everything that's already prepackaged, right, and filled with preservatives, all of this processed food is feeding the bad bacteria. It's actually feeding the wrong kind of bacteria, right? Not the good kind, but it's feeding the bad kind. And this is what's causing that gut microbiome imbalance. This is what's making us sick. So whenever we have a situation where more bad bacteria is being produced and less bacteria is actually being, less of the good bacteria is being produced, then we're going to find this gut microbiome imbalance. And as a result, now more than ever, people are suffering from chronic disease. That's why there's so many people out there that have a hard time losing weight. I was one of them. I actually had a very slow metabolism before I discovered LoveBiome. And even though I would exercise and go to the gym, I would still not be able to lose weight. Everything changed once I started using the LoveBiome system, right? They say the majority of people suffer from leaky gut syndrome to some degree. 80% of the people have some form of leaky gut syndrome. So what is leaky gut syndrome? Well, it's when the intestinal walls start to deteriorate, the toxins penetrate through the intestinal walls, and they enter the bloodstream. They make the blood toxic, and that leads to a whole bunch of other problems, right? So that is something that is just very common nowadays. High blood pressure, chronic fatigue, even diabetes, all related to this gut microbiome imbalance. You know, diabetes is a huge problem nowadays. They say that 1 out of 3 people are either diabetic or pre-diabetic. And even when we suffer from pain and we experience inflammation in our body, all of that has to do with the gut. Cognitive impairment, heart disease. This is really actually a small list. There's really so many illnesses that we can relate to a gut microbiome imbalance. So what are we going to do about this? What is the solution? Well, LoveBiome gives us the solution. When we take the LoveBiome gut health system, which we're going to learn about in a minute, what's happening is that we're creating an ideal microbiome, an ideal gut microbiome when we use the LoveBiome health system. And what exactly is the ideal microbiome? Well, that's a microbiome that's constantly producing good, healthy, friendly bacteria. And at the same time, it's purging all the bad bacteria from our system. This is the only way that we can actually say that our gut health can improve. This is the way that the gut microbiome operates in a very healthy way. And this has to do with basically all the illnesses that you can think of. I mean, and don't take my word for it. There's just so many articles out there online. You can go into government websites like PubMed. You can go into medical journals and just find that there's so much information. There's thousands of articles that are related to this topic of the gut microbiome and how it relates to different illnesses. You know, a lot of times what I tell people to do is, if they're interested in how the gut microbiome relates to a certain illness like cancer or diabetes, for example, all you have to do is go to Google and type in gut microbiome and diabetes, gut microbiome and cancer, gut microbiome and high blood pressure, whatever you really want to learn about. And 9 out of 10 times, you're going to find an article related to that subject. You're going to find what you're looking for just by going online. And these are just some examples. We got you know, articles written about how the gut health plays, the gut plays a role in dementia, how it relates to depression, even things like long COVID, right? What is long COVID? When you've had COVID maybe a year ago, months ago, and you're still getting the symptoms. Okay, that's long COVID, and a lot of people are going through that nowadays. And there was even a book written on the subject called The Gut, Our Second Brain. So yes, the scientific community is considering the gut our second brain, because there is a connection between the gut and the brain. And what happens when we start to heal the gut microbiome, when we start to create those good, healthy bacteria, right, and purge out the bad bacteria, well, then we start seeing like very positive changes. The first thing most people notice is an improvement in their digestion. Now, this happens rather quickly. I know most people, when they start using our system, in the first 2-3 days, they start realizing, wow, my digestion is better than it's ever been. And, you know, once your digestive tract is clean, you know, your intestinal tract is clean and your digestion is regulated, then you're much better able to absorb the nutrients in your body. So, you know, all the nutrients from your food and from the supplements you're taking, you're just going to get more out of that. Also, once your gut microbiome starts to heal, automatically you improve your immune system. It strengthens your immune system. And this happens because really 70–80% of your whole immune system is located in the gut. So it just happens automatically. Now this is very important. We all need to have a very strong immune system. Why is this so important? Well, look at the age we're living in. I mean, we have to worry about all these new viruses now. It just seems like every year there's something new, you know. So the best defense that we can all have is a strong immune system. That's how we're going to keep healthy. And also, once you have a healthy gut microbiome, the microbiome starts to manufacture its own vitamins, right? The vitamins that your body needs. So you don't have to actually go to the store and buy vitamins. Your body has that ability to do it itself. And a healthy gut microbiome also acts as a natural antibiotic, fighting off all the unhealthy bacteria. So we can say that a healthy microbiome impacts the function of every system in our bodies. That's why when people use our system with LoveBiome, people are reporting that their allergies are getting better, their metabolism starts to speed up, right? We all know that when we get to a certain age, the metabolism slows down, but this speeds it up so that we can start, losing weight again. Also, it helps with your neurological function. It impacts your mood. It helps fight off fatigue. It helps eliminate inflammation. And I've noticed that in myself. This is one of my testimonials. Is I'll always talk about how the pain and the inflammation left my body when I really started taking the LoveBiome products on a regular basis. Also, people are reporting that it helps them lose weight easier. And it's natural to understand why, because if you're speeding up your metabolism and your digestion is improving, yes, it's going to be a lot easier to lose weight. I personally have lost over 30 pounds since I started using the LoveBiome system. And it's interesting because we don't promote our system as a weight loss program. We promote it as a gut health program, but you naturally, it's just easier to lose weight. You naturally start losing weight, and it doesn't happen like all of a sudden. It's a gradual, healthy way of losing weight. Also, people report that they sleep better, their energy goes up, your stamina also improves. Your liver and your kidney function starts to improve. Also, this protects your skeletal system. It improves the appearance of your skin. We all know that the state of your skin is a reflection of how healthy your gut is. Also, it helps with your brain and your neural systems, and it simply just helps you age in a very healthy way. So it doesn't matter how many supplements you take, how many vitamins you take. If your gut microbiome is not healthy, it doesn't matter. Nothing is going to really be absorbed. And as a matter of fact, what I've learned is that a lot of the vitamins that we buy in the stores are not even from natural sources. They're not coming from fruits and vegetables. They're synthetic vitamins created in a laboratory. Well, what you have to understand is that the body is not even designed to absorb this synthetic material. So what ends up happening is usually when we take these vitamins in, it gets flushed out. It gets flushed out in our urine, and basically we're just throwing our money down the drain. So we don't need to do that anymore. Here in LoveBiome, we have a very different approach. We don't try to create any synthetic solutions. Everything is coming from nature. We look towards nature to really give us everything that the body needs, right? And we look for the best things in nature. That's why we go to the gardens of the world to find all these superfoods that are highly nutritious. They're giving the body always what it needs to heal itself. We go to the exotic markets of the world to find the healing herbs and the healing spices. We go to remote areas of the world and even ancient sources. And why do we do this? Because we believe in the philosophy of Hippocrates. Hippocrates was considered the father of medicine. And he said many wise things, but two very important things that he said. First of all, he said, all disease begins in the gut. Now, he didn't say some diseases will begin in the gut. He didn't say most diseases. He said all diseases begin in the gut, no exception. And then he said something even better. He said, let food be thy medicine. He gave us the solution. He knew this. He knew this. He said this in 440 BC. 2,500 years later, I think it's about time that we started listening to Hippocrates. He knew what he was talking about. And that's why here in LoveBiome, we go through such labor, you know, of gathering all these ingredients. We go to all the continents to find the best things on Earth. And what LoveBiome does is they collect 96 in total, 96 different natural organic ingredients to to create this LoveBiome system. Now, what's interesting is that they not only go to the different areas, but they're looking specifically for blue zones to get their ingredients from. Now, what are blue zones? Blue zones are areas of the world where people live way into 100 years. And this is where they're getting these amazing ingredients for our products. Everything that we collect is 100% organic. It is ethically sourced. And we have all of the seals on our labels that prove the purity of our product, right? We have the organic seal and no GMO and no gluten, no sugar added, 100% plant-based. It's all there. Now, when we use the LoveBiome product system, we are accomplishing 3 very important health objectives. Number 1, what we're doing is we're creating that new, healthy, friendly bacteria, right? Now, we do that with probiotics. So our products contain a lot of probiotics that will constantly be creating that new healthy bacteria for us. Once we've created the good healthy bacteria, we need to feed it. And the food for that good bacteria is the prebiotics. So a lot of people ask me what the difference is between a probiotic and a prebiotic. Well, the probiotic creates the healthy bacteria, and then the prebiotic feeds the good healthy bacteria so that it grows and reproduces. And then number 3, we're going to support the natural detox process, right? We want to eliminate the toxins and all of the bad bacteria from our system. So we do that with 3 products. That's it, just 3 products, but they're very, very powerful products, starting with PhytoPower. PhytoPower is amazing. I can't imagine going a day without this product. It just does you so much good. And now it's even in a very convenient packaging. It's in these little sachets, which makes it so easy for you to carry it around and travel with. So all you have to do is empty one of these sachets into a glass of water, a bottle of water, maybe juice. You could basically mix it in any beverage of your choice. But you want to take it every single day, and it is loaded with nutrition. It gives us 40 different fruits and vegetables. I don't know about you. I know that I couldn't eat 40 fruits and vegetables on my own every day. I mean, that would be plates and plates of food. So it's a lot easier just to take a serving of the PhytoPower, and you get everything you need. Now, we have fruits and vegetables of all different colors because it is important to have that diversity in the colors. So we have a green blend because everything that's green is going to help detox the body. It's going to build up the immune system. We have an orange-yellow blend because that's what gives us energy. We have a red circulation blend, and then we also have a purple blend because all of the blues and the purple fruits and vegetables, they're very good for fighting off stress, and they're also good for fighting off inflammation. They work as anti-inflammatories. So again, it's very important to have that diversity in colors. That's what we have here in the PhytoPower. And in the same product, in PhytoPower, we also have digestive enzymes. So we have 5 major digestive enzymes that help us break down our food. They help regulate blood sugar. They help create amino acids, which builds proteins. I mean, there's a lot of functions with these digestive enzymes. So these are very, very important to have. And then we also have probiotics. Right now, our PhytoPower product is loaded with probiotics. It gives us 20 billion units of probiotics in every serving. And remember, the probiotics are what create that good, healthy bacteria. Once we've created the good, healthy bacteria, we need to feed it with prebiotics. And our sources of prebiotics are these highly nutritious foods like red onion, apple, garlic, seaweed, asparagus. So you can see that there's a lot that goes into just one product, that PhytoPower product. But if that weren't enough, we also have 2 other liquid supplements that complement the PhytoPower. So it's a system that you use every day. You use all 3 products. Now, these liquid supplements, you don't have to prepare because they're already in liquid form, right? So you just have to pour about a half a shot glass. So that's about an ounce a day. And you want to take the next balance, which comes here in the red label. You want to take that every day to stabilize your body. This has a lot of superfoods in it. And then you also want to take the next detox, because this is the one here in the purple label. This is the one that cleanses your cells. Now, it is important to do a daily cleanse, and not just a cleanse every month or every once in a while. Your cells need to be cleansed every single day. And that's why it's important to take these products every single day together with the PhytoPower. So one of the things you're going to find in our supplements is that they are loaded with polyphenols. What are polyphenols? Well, all of our products have a lot of nutrients in them, but the polyphenols in general are these phytonutrients that target your gut microbiome health. They really like zone in on improving your gut microbiome. And polyphenols have been known to lower blood sugar. So sometimes I get the question, is this good for diabetics? And the answer is absolutely. This is what we want diabetics to take, because it's going to help them with their blood sugar. Also, polyphenols improve heart health. They improve brain function, and they reduce inflammation in your body. We all have to take care of inflammation. A lot of people have a lot of inflammation in the body. They don't even realize it sometimes. And that's why they call inflammation the silent killer, because sometimes you don't even realize how much of it you have in your body, but it does lead to a whole bunch of other illnesses if you don't take care of it. So we need to always make sure that we're keeping inflammation in control. Now, one of the ingredients that we use that is just loaded with these polyphenols is the noni fruit. Noni has been known to help many, many illnesses. It's just something miraculous that we all know works really, really well. And it's in our products. Noni is one of the key ingredients in our products. Now, what's interesting is that when we use the noni, we actually have it go through a fermentation process with a new technology called red light fermentation. And what this does is it increases the polyphenols in the noni by over 25% just by fermenting it. And this fermented noni is just now stronger. It's more potent. So this is what goes into our liquid supplements, that noni ferment, that red light noni ferment. And you're going to find here in the next balance that noni is definitely what we consider a superfood, but it's also combined with other superfoods like the jackfruit and the amla. Sometimes amla is called amalaki, right? And these superfoods, they help build up the immune system. They help fight off inflammation. In the next balance, we also find fruit acids. Fruit acids help balance out the acidity levels in the microbiome. We also use turmeric, but it's fermented turmeric. Again, we're making the turmeric stronger by fermenting it. And turmeric is great for circulation. Also, purple carrot is similar to noni in the sense that it's loaded with these polyphenols. It's excellent for the gut microbiome health. Red grape is for the renal system. Blueberry is for anti-aging, and the young pumpkin fruit is for creating new healthy cells in the body. So you can see a lot goes into this one product. But then we also have the next detox. Now, remember, the next detox is the one that cleanses it. Every day you use it, it's cleaning your skin, your blood, your liver, and your gut. And in the detox, we also use that red light noni ferment, but we're combining it with chlorella. Chlorella is a superfood filled with chlorophyll, and it actually helps us get rid of those carcinogens, what causes cancer in the body. We're also adding artichoke to the detox, because artichoke is just excellent for cleaning out the liver and the intestine. Also, we use the fermented turmeric, the purple carrot in the detox, but we add cranberries because cranberries are great for detoxing. And then we also add something very special, which is the moringa leaf. Now, a lot of cultures all over the world use moringa because they realize it is the most nutritious plant that's ever been found on the planet. And moringa is actually very, very effective in lowering high blood sugar as well. Also, different types of berries are used because berries also regulate blood sugar and repair skin damage. So you can see a lot goes into just 3 products. Again, it's 96 ingredients. I just read off 96 ingredients, and it's really just everything that you're possibly going to need to make sure that your gut microbiome is working at optimal level, that your health is at optimal level. And you know what? It's not going to take very long for you to get some really good results. I mean, most people in just 2 to 3 weeks already have a good testimonial to tell. And some people get results even faster than that. You know, everyone's a little different, but in generally in 2 to 3 weeks, what most people say is that their stress response is much better. They're improving their sleep. They're able to sleep more profoundly. Also, it helps your digestive system. It just makes it work perfectly. It helps the appearance of your skin and your hair. People notice that their joints are getting better. Their muscle movement improves. Inflammation starts to go away. Also, you're able to focus and concentrate better. Your energy goes up. Your stamina gets better. Your recovery after exercise also gets shortened. And this does wonders for food cravings. It just eliminates food cravings. Now, why does it do that? Well, what I've learned is that usually when you have this anxiety to overeat, it's because your body's not getting well nourished. You know, we're eating too many empty calories. But in this case, you're getting so well nourished with these three products that your body's going to stay satisfied. It's not going to keep asking you for more and more food. So those cravings go away. And as a result, you start feeling lighter, your clothes fit better. So, you know, who doesn't want that? So we have a saying here at LoveBiome. We say that you need to take care of your gut microbiome so it can take care of you. It's really that simple. You know, I like to say that you need to have a good relationship with your gut microbiome because it could be your best friend. Remember, when you take care of it, it takes care of you. But it could also be your worst enemy because remember what Hippocrates said. He said, all disease begins in the gut. So you don't want to neglect your gut microbiome. You definitely want to always be taking care of it. You want to love your microbiome, honestly. And that's why we're called LoveBiome, because we express that love for the microbiome, which is really the center of health. It's really the secret to having optimal health. And now we've even introduced a fourth product for the skin. And a lot of people are loving this new product. Let me tell you, it's a great product. Why did we create something for the skin? Well, it turns out that the gut microbiome, as important as it is, it's not the only microbiome we have in our bodies. We also have a microbiome on our skin and in other parts of the body. But the skin microbiome is very important because our skin is our largest organ, and we need to make sure that the skin microbiome is healthy so our skin can be healthy. Now, this is an anti-aging product. It does actually make your skin look younger. And you could put it all over the body and on your face as well. Okay, so definitely something that I do. I put it right on my face. And what happens is that it strengthens your skin barrier. It improves your elasticity of the skin. It provides powerful hydration. It increases nutrient absorption, and it leaves your skin feeling smooth and radiant.